everybody, I'm Ron Cantor, and you're watching Out of Zion on God TV. And today we are on the beautiful Sea of Galilee, where so much happened in the New Covenant, including an argument between the disciples. Now, I'm going to get there in just a few minutes, but first, a little story. I remember many years ago, I was just married. Ilana was pregnant with our daughter, Sharon, and our parents treated us to an amazing vacation. They took us to Florida, to Miami, and we stayed in the beautiful Fontainebleau Hotel, very famous. And my parents were doing quite well. I was quite poor at the time. And I remember when we were checking in, the porters took my bags, and for a split second, my mind said to me, you're like a rich guy. You know, people are serving you and they're taking your bags and you're checking into the hotel. And it felt really, really good in a very ungodly kind of way. And again, it only lasted for about a second, second and a half, maybe 2 seconds before I caught myself and I said, no, that is really ungodly. That is not the heart of God. I'm poor. I shouldn't even be here. I was being arrogant, thinking of myself as somebody who should be served. I should have been a guy that was serving. And not only that, I didn't even have the money to be there. It would have been one thing if I actually was a millionaire and I could just, no problem, book that hotel. But I was a poor guy thinking like a rich guy. So I learned a very powerful lesson. So I immediately caught myself and I humbled myself and I grabbed my bag from the porter and I said, no, I'll carry it. And that's kind of been a principle ever since. Wherever I would go to preach or to teach, I would pull up in my car. Somebody would run out to get my bags or my books, and I would say, no, I got them. Now, I'm a little older now. I'm in my 50s. The back isn't what it used to be, so now I am gracious when people come to serve me. I allow them to do it, but the attitude is different. It's like, oh, God bless you. You're amazing. I don't deserve this. Do you see the difference? And a certain passage comes to mind. This is a passage that I try and read every single day to remind me who I'm not and who I need to be. It's Philippians chapter 2, verses 3 and 4. Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit, rather in humility value others above yourself. Not looking to your own interest, but each of you to the interest of others. I do my best to try and live by that rule. Now, as we're in the Galilee, I promised you that we would talk about the disciples. It's amazing, in Luke chapter 9, the very same chapter that we see all kinds of great miracles, like the feeding of the 5,000, the Mount of Transfiguration. After all that, a demon-possessed boy getting healed. After all these miracles that the disciples saw, they get in an argument over who is the greatest. Can you believe that? These are the guys that are going to shake the world, and they're arguing over who is the greatest. And Yeshua says to them, you know what? You want to be the greatest? You want to be the greatest? You really want to be the greatest? Here's what you do. You become like a child. You become like a servant. He who wants to be great in the kingdom of God must be a servant. So let me challenge you today, even as I challenge myself, let's remember that we're nothing without Yeshua. If he didn't die for us, where would we be? So we need to live our life with a spirit of gratefulness, serving others.
Alpha.